Hi everyone, this is Nataraj. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about that setting the subdomain record with Cloud DNS using Terraform. A domain name can only associated with one website at the time. However, some of the organization their website or email service while keeping that same domain name. I am seeing most of the organizations also they can keeping the same name for that email ID as well as for that domain name. Sometimes the subdomain can call as the prefix. The subdomain can point at the traffic to the specific IP address or the part of the website. For example, in this image, the company could and use the domain called example.com to directly traffic to the website of the home page and the host name of that blog.example.com to send the traffic to the specific portal of the applications and reside on the same server, or it can deploy it with a different server also. Next one is that DNS record for the subdomain. To create the subdomain, you can typically add the either an A record or CNAME record. It depends upon your specific needs. For example, generally whenever you are creating that any load balancer, it comes with the CNAME record. So in my case, I am going to associate it with the A record is one of the static IP address. Next one is that verifying the DNS propagations. You can check the status of the domain propagation by using the dnschecker.org. So basically, whenever you are doing any changes is happening in the DNS site, it takes some time to propagate across the internet. More or less, it can 48 hours. Using the dnschecker.org sites, we can verify that whether this domain is propagated to that country wise or not. So moving to the Visual Studio Code, here at the Visual Studio Code, the entire code is available on my repository. You can clone from anytime. This video is my continuations of my previous video. And most of the things I am talk about that in previous also. So in this video only I basically talk about that dns.tf file. So I'm going to click the file. Here I am adding the two resources. The first one is that data resource. The data resource mainly is to that fetching that already created the DNS zone. Here I am defining that my cloud root 7 domain zone. So I am logging to that GCP console. I can show that where I am defining these things. So I am at the GCP console. Here you can see the thing. Here I am already registered that my domain. One of the video I am showing that how to register that domain from the GCP. If you are not watching that video, can you please watch it out? And then I'm moving back to that my Visual Studio Code. Next resource is that Google DNS record set. This resource mainly to use to register that web server IP address to that DNS record. You can see here I am creating that block is a prefix, is a subdomain. Whatever my domain is existed, the same domain only I'm using on it. Next one is the manage zones. Using the data resource block, I'm getting the name of the zone. Next is the type is A. So in my case, I'm going to associate it with the IP address. So that was the reason only I'm going with the A record. ETL is the propagations. So here I'm mentioning is the 300. Then RR data is basically that this is the IP address of my VM. That is a static one. So that value I'm grabbing from my one of the Google Compute instance resource itself. Okay. So we'll moving to the terminal to executing the Terraform operations. I'm going to click the three dot, terminal, new terminal. Here I'm going to execute the Terraform init command. So downloading all the plugins. Then I am going to executing the Terraform plan command to validate the syntax and the calling method. Yeah, it's perfect. So you can see a thing. These are the output of that resource going to add. Then I am going to executing the Terraform apply command. So here totally 7 resource going to add. There is a no 0 changes, 0 destroyed. So I am going to provide the input is yes. Now the Terraform creation is going on. It will take some time. Yeah, now the Terraform operation successfully completed. We'll be moving back to the GCP console. Yeah, right now I'm GCP console, so just refreshing the page. I'm going to click the my zone name. See here the block.cloudroot7.xyz domain is created. Also the type is a record. My TTL value whatever define 300 is came. Just I make it elaborate here. This is my IP of that my VM. Now I'm going back to the DNS checker. Here I'm going to type with my domain name block.cloudroot7.xyz. Just I'm choose a record. It came with by default. Based on your application scenario, you can choose with the various records also. In my case, I'm going with a record. Just you can click that search button. You can see here this country wise scanning. Right now there is no resolved, so maybe it will take some 48 hours to propagate that my DNS. I hope this video will be useful to everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.